All right, so you've got a couple different options for your creative writing assignment. You want to do something that's going to finalize this intertextual connection between your LDG book and then your current independent reading book as well. Consider the ideas of coming of age, this idea of growing up, this idea of overcoming some challenges in their life and becoming more like an adult. So you've got some options here. The first option, write a new scene, a new chapter from a novel in which the protagonist from your LDG interacts with the protagonist from your independent book. You could include some dialogue and kind of what could it look like? Imagine what it might look like if the two main characters were to interact. What could happen? Another idea is to write a letter, a personal letter from the character of one book to another, just like we did with our historical fiction letters. If it's easier for you, if you wanted to include two letters, one from each character, that would be all right as well. Another idea is to write a series of tweets or texts back and forth between characters from both books. If you do this, you want to be careful about your formatting. You want to make sure you're giving new lines for all the different characters. Please make sure you're not using too many grammar errors or too much shorthand where I'm not going to understand or know what's going on. This should be because it's less writing than some others. This should be around two full pages. It doesn't all have to be the same text exchange. You can have them kind of hop from different points, different dates, if that's easier for you. The fourth option is to create a poetry set. What that means is it might not be just one poem, it could be a couple of different poems. You're aiming for around 20 lines of poetry, though. Option A is to make a concrete, a found poem that weaves quotes from both books. If you're interested in that, take a look here at some examples, some instructions, and some different types of found poems. Option B, from earlier in the year, the idea of a where I'm from poem. You could write one of those. I'm pretty sure that's under 20 lines. So you might have to do another just kind of free verse poem to go with it, that equal the amount of writing that you need. The third one is to write an acrostic poem. Now, my classes already know I'm not a big fan of acrostic poems if each line is only one word long. If you're choosing an acrostic poem, A, it must be at least 20 lines long, and each line should read more like a complete sentence or a longer phrase. And it doesn't all have to be one word. So you could have like two or three words that are going to be maybe about your theme. You can use each of your characters' first names and then kind of have some information about them. You can kind of decide what words you want to use as long as it's really clear how they tie back to a connection between the book. And then again, here's a link that describes what an acrostic poem is. If you are feeling extra creative and you want to email me an additional idea about how you can show intertextual connections, especially along the lines of with coming of age story, let me know. Zip me an email. Please send me the email on Friday. Don't wait until Sunday night. I may or may not see it. So remember to do that. This is all due by Monday, 8 o'clock a.m. I would certainly encourage you get it done today on Friday and remember to submit it through Canvas. So just copy the link from the doc that's shared with you, and then you just paste it in through Canvas and make sure you click submit. Okay, that's it. Email me if you have questions or need a hand with anything. Have a good Friday, everybody, and a great weekend. Hopefully, it warms up again. See ya.